statistic. I was just preparing for the interview, and I was looking at some stats related to medicine, and I think it was in a book by another physician whose name was Atul Gawande, and
Okay. Yeah.
he said that there are over 4,000 different medical and surgical procedures and over 6,000 drugs. And I was so fascinated by, that number. I may be wrong in terms of the exact number, but this was just a quote from, I think, one of his books. And then
Mm-hmm.
I was doing some additional research that there are 9 organ systems and, maybe 47 different possible specializations. So, like, what do you, I mean, there are so many numbers to play with over there, but once you enter medical school, I'm sure all of this is, thrown at you. Like what is the structure of medical school like, and how do you eventually decide, or h- because of the different specializations, how do you move from a new student entering medical school to being a specialized or a primary care doctor at the end of that period?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's true. There's like many different types of specialties, and it's grown over the years because now there's the opportunity to subspecialize. Like for example, if you become a pediatrician, you can become a pediatric gastroenterologist, which is like a, a doctor who focuses on gut issues in the child population. So very specialized, and you can even specialize further. Like you can focus on like IBD, inflammatory bowel disease. So yeah, lots of opportunities to like subspecialize. Um, so yeah, I mean, it is kind of a challenge to figure out what path you specifically want to go on. Um, I think the way medical school works is the first half of it is course-based learning. At McMaster, we have a problem. We call it problem-based learning, where essentially we take cases like patient cases and kind of um, um, facilitate our learning based on that case. So learning around cases, which is actually very valuable because you learn to recognize what's clinically important, because there's so much information you can learn about specific conditions, but you learn to like recognize like, okay, what do I actually need to know when I'm caring for this patient. Um, so that's kind of the first half of medical school. And then also towards the end of that first half, we get the opportunity to go and kind of do what we call electives. So we choose certain specialties that we think we're interested in. So, throughout your course-based learning, you'll like, for me, one of my interests was gastroenterology. I like the gut and the gastrointestinal, the gut issues. So one of the electives I did towards the end was gastroenterology elective, just to further explore my interest and see if I truly do like that. So you get a few of those elective opportunities to explore what you're interested in. And then you enter the second half of medical school, which is called clerkship. And in clerkship, which I'm in right now, you rotate through different electives. So you'll do like pediatrics, you'll do internal medicine, you'll do family medicine, surgery, and you kind of get a taste of each and every one and learn about what the lifestyle is going to look like, what the schedule is going to look like, what the actual job consists of. And that really helps to shape the path that you choose. Um, so it's a combination of like taking interest in the early part of medical school, but then actually seeing how how people in that specialty practice and how what their lifestyle looks like. And then I think based on all those factors, you kind of make a decision. Um, yeah.
Yeah, and is that the specialization you want to focus on right now, Priscilla, or you're still, exploring and discovering